This is just a check-in to let you know we are here officially. We have checked into the Airbnb. We are in Brevard, North Carolina, right outside of Asheville. You can see some mountains there in the distance. Gorgeous. I'll be here with a drink in my hand when you arrive to greet you. It began with 16, and it will end with 4. Calling all agents, you may now report to the season finale. It's time to crown a winner and reveal a mole. But first,
all right, ladies, so congratulations again on making the finale. This is your final mission. How this works is each one of you is going to handle one part of the mission. Once you complete your part, you're going to run and go to the next person, tag them so they can begin theirs. So I need one person who has a good eye.
Nope.
I need one person with a good memory, one person who has accuracy, and one that you trust to uncover who the hacker is.
I'll do the eye for the good eye.
Memory? I was gonna say I could do accuracy.
Alright, bet. I'll be the hacker.
Do you feel good about it?
I can't do any of that.
Okay.
I have a good eye. I'll do that one.
So okay. Yes. So we're good.
Okay, so, once again.
Accuracy.
Okay.
Eye.
Memory. Hacks.
Okay.
It is our last chance to earn any money towards the pot. We need to pick people that can either have a good eye, listen, I can't see, I don't have my glasses, that one's not for me. Someone who's good at accuracy. Girl, did you see me in the balls to the wall competition where I was actually trying to throw my balls into the bucket? That one's not for me either. Or someone that's good at memory. Now, your girl, good at memory, but when I'm under pressure, absolutely not. I'm not gonna volunteer for that one anyway. And the last is someone who wants to discover the hacker. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's digging up dirt on people, and I can definitely do this part in the mission.
Once this mission is over, you'll be taking the final quiz. The final quiz is 20 questions long.
It is about the entire game.
Yes.
So that's not something I considered until 5 seconds ago. Because that's actually, if that's what actually happened, that would actually be pretty clever. To tell us you put it on Ame and then actually put it on Tim, so that when Tim left we would be like, oh shit, what's going on? And like freak us out and get us into like this crazy mind space. I was just really trying to figure out who knew whom. So there just seemed to be like a huge contingent of people who seemed to really know each other somewhat well, since I knew nobody. So there's like this group that seemed like they played a bunch of stuff before. So it was like, first impressions were Kristen and Nate were I think the first 2 people I met. They seemed pretty comfortable with each other. And then Alex came right to me and started talking to me. He seemed like he was really into it and would be a good person to get information from. And then Yeah, so who else was there? This was all blur. I also, like, you know, drove in at midnight, like in the fog and the spoo. We're just kind of at the point where if we're all on the same page, we have to find some way to make, like, to deviate it more, and we have to figure out ways to, like, kind of fool each other. So that's a thought. We will see, we will see.
Like, I know where he's from, I know what he does, I know, okay, I know Lance, I know he's from Opelousas, Louisiana, but he's a flight attendant now. I know Adam Bradford, don't know where he lives, but I did send him a Christmas card this year, so I should know where he lives.
Put the needle on the record.
So my name is Peaches. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, born and raised. I'm a dog groomer full-time, and I model part-time, and I run a podcast for domestic violence abuse survivors. I'm a single mom to a 5-year-old daughter named Sydney, and I discovered the LRG games. I started off with surviving Reelfoot. My dream is to be on Survivor. I apply every year, and there's a lot of hope for me to get on. This girl named Benwood. Is she cute?
Who is she though?
Emily was the mole last season. Ryan is inside. He has blue eyes like the sea. So I hope that's one of the charades they give me. Don't know anything about... Katie was first boot, wasn't it? You can't confirm. Katie was first boot. She had like dark brown hair. Did I name everybody? No, John Mayo. He was just posted on the Facebook page the other day because it was his birthday, so he must be a Pisces. Stop. I know Jess. I know that Bethany was in The Couple with, I want to, it's either Ryan or Joe. It's not Ryan because Ryan's the guy that's here. Joe. And she's the girl I said I was like because she seemed really clueless and sweet. But turns out that I'm a villain, so maybe not.
Turns out that what?
That I'm a villain.
Why are you a villain?
Because we stole that fucking Joker chip from Taylor and she started bawling her eyes out and then everyone hated us.
Five. Okay.
I'm Jackie. I am from Philadelphia, and so far my strategy is going to be to befriend as many people as possible. It's early, so I can't really have too much of an impact yet, and be observant when I can of who is talking to who. There are clearly some people here that know each other, that are in relationships, some people that don't know anyone, so it's just interesting observing dynamics so far. So early yesterday, I started getting a lot of information around one person. It started trickling in from Alex, and then I would slowly run it by a couple other people, and I found out that they had also been focusing on that same person. This person was not on my radar at all, and it was not who Tori and I were focused on. When she got out, I started flipping to this person, and this person is still in the game.
What did I have? Okay, 1. There are quite a few people that I have interacted with online, but not like ever in real life. So I was very excited to see them. TSL, Kristen, Joel, I was really excited to see. All people that I've talked to that are kind of just like, oh, like we should hang out sometime, like we should meet up, like it'd be fun, and I finally get to play with them, so that's really exciting. Of course I know Tim from Big Brother Columbus. Of course I know Matt and his brother Alex. I knew coming into this game that I had no idea like how to fucking play it, and that I'm not an observant person, and just like everyone taking notes, but this pissed me off. We were all in the living room, like you would go off, I went off to Nick and I was like, hey, can we copy notes, like can we like do this? And then we're copying down everyone's like color of their notebook and their numbers, and then everyone's like, oh, well, I just don't have everyone's number, let's go around in a circle and share this information. No, this is not a fucking kumbaya.
We're here trying to find the hacker together. It could be you. Maybe you are the hacker.
Do I look like a hacker? Why would I be here if I was a hacker?
The perfect cover.
There are quite a lot of people on this list that are here. I'm ready for Lance Richard to come out of the woods with his hood pulled up over him. That is something he would do too.
Did that go out?
Yeah.
Yep. So go back a little bit further back. So you have to convey it to her.
Okay, right now?
Yes.
Is she guessing?
Yes.
Dress, hips, one word. Pose. Okay, pose.
Okay, that's time.
There's no way.
I know I don't have a lot of time. Jackie starts doing these weird flowing motions to me, like I'm supposed to understand who that means. I'm like, oh, Bethany was a dancer. Is she trying to like dance or something? Maybe it's Bethany. Oh, maybe she's making a motion for a dress. Dress rhymes with Jess. Maybe it's Jessica. That would make sense. She's here. Not even 30 seconds later, time's up. We lost. It was Aaron Fancy. Of course it was Aaron Fancy hacking us this whole game. But, you know, whatever the pot's at now, I think all of us are here because we're lovers of the game, and money is just going to be a little something extra. It's not what we're here for.
They had 20 minutes to do it total. Audrey took about almost 10 minutes trying to find 12 jokers that were hidden all around the porch. She then went to Peaches to help her with hers was the list of executed agents in the correct order. She seemed to be struggling with that a bit, so that took a lot more time too. By the time they got to Jackie, she was pretty fast about throwing her balls in a bucket. So the time was ticking out by the time they got to the final part where they had to sort of use charades to tell Ame who the hacker has been and who's been essentially fucking with them all weekend. But they weren't able to get it. It was only like 30 seconds they had by the time she got there. So I'm out of breath because I'm old and I need oxygen. Thank you.
I've just been so delirious. I don't even know my mind has just been like, I've been going crazy. I think you can see over the progression of the season. I like start out like, you know, focused, and I'm like not talking as much. I'm just really trying to, I was a little less loosey-goosey with the things I would say, and now I'm just like, no filter. I think of something, my mouth just opens and I just like spit it out. I am slowly going crazy. It's a lot. I have a newfound respect for people who actually do this on a legit reality show, and they do it for much longer.
When I found out that Trevor was gone, Loki was excited that it would be an all-female finale. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really one for all-female alliances, but I can get some girl power on a female finale where no one can vote me out. So, Kristen leaving was kind of sad for me. I know that she was really upset right before, that people were running off and not sharing information with her and purposely excluding her from groups. And it just kind of makes me sad that she didn't make it to the finale.
So, who was moling in that final mission? Was it Jackie with her game of charades? Was it Audrey? Who took half the time allotted to search for jokers? Could Ame have been sabotaging? Chit-chatting with Ben on the patio. By not picking up on Jackie's body language. Or maybe Peaches. Who couldn't get the order of executions quick enough.
Carlo, you look hot.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, stare down.
It's not here.
All right, agents, it's time for the finale and the reveal. We will reveal the mole and the winner of the game. First, I just want to say thank you all for playing. Thank you all. You are all legends in my eyes. You're incredible. Even if this was your first time playing in LRG, I was so happy to have all you guys. I thought you were all amazing. We do have a all-female final four.
Yeah.
For the fact that today is actually International Women's Day.
Yeah. That's the victory this time. This is so long.
But we tried our best.
All right. Will the mole please reveal her gorgeous self?
I'm the motherfucking mole. And I was doing real good yesterday. Nobody was expecting me, and now I got a couple people on my ass. So I'm trying to swerve and curve.
Word.
Yeah, it was really hard.
We'll get more into that later, Peaches, but we need to relieve these girls of their pressure.
Yeah. We fight
Last
in.
year, if you guys watched, it came down to time on the quiz. This time, there was one point that made the difference.
Oh.
Wow.
So, Peaches, since you have so much intel, would you please open the door of the girl who won the game?
Oh.
I can do that.
Oh, good lord. Oh,
No.
oh my god. Oh my god.
We have 2 more if you guys want to wait to join us right now.
So anyway, I'm sorry about the Joker.
Good job, Peaches.
Listen, you were on to me.
I clocked you like round 2.
I know. I had a whole conversation with Carlo before the mole even started. I was like, Carlo, you know Parker's gonna go out first, right? I was like, what are we gonna do? We gotta like give him a chocolate chip or something. Oh man, listen.
First person I wrote off was said she wasn't the mole. And she was.
You're never right anyway.
Cannot.
I had you marked
Same.
off too.
I had her marked off too.
Unmark you off.
Very long
Yes.
time on the quiz. A lot of people were going for Nick. A lot of people thought Nick was the one.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not
Choices.
Yeah.
A lot of people suspected Audrey.
Yeah.
Same.
I want to know from Ame. Ame actually was the first one that locked in on Peaches, like actually pretty early in the game. So I just want to know, Ame, like what clued you in?
So it wasn't really anything. I'm just the kind of person that like, if I think something is right, even if I'm proven wrong, like you could say it's raining out, it's sunny outside, I'm like, no, it's fucking raining. Like I know that is real. Like I will lock in on it, and I just happened to lock in on Peaches. So it was really low.
I was also on Peaches relatively early.
You were, yes, you were too.
And what clued me in, like what put her, like I didn't like go on her like Ame did, but I was like splitting on her from quiz 1 because I thought she had the most kind of extreme change personality-wise from Thursday night to Friday morning.
Interesting.
So she was very energetic and very talkative Thursday night, and then Friday morning she was kind of, I don't know if she was just like overly tired, but she was like a lot quieter and a lot more like listening to
You were
different
in
groups.
a lot of conversations, not giving anything.
So that's why I wanted to ask you about what your early game strategy was, because you did bring in a lot of money to the pot early, and I think that was to like throw suspicion off of yourself.
Yeah,
But-
I'm gonna just jump into sabotaging. I wanted to try to connect with all of you in some way, find some type of connection, and it was hard for me to connect with Ame because y'all were kind of coupled up. It was hard. I've tried to. And it just, for respect wise, I just wanted to be like, sit in the middle.
There's a whole other scene.
You know, you get the wrong idea. Tim, I didn't really have a whole lot of conversations. When I did, you didn't really give me a lot to relate to. So I just had trouble finding ways to be close with you. So I think that kind of contributed. Otherwise, Taylor I kind of knew has a connection with Taylor. Alex, I didn't really have a whole lot of conversations with you, but I think we were generally friendly. Nick, I was generally friendly with you. We had a couple conversations. I know Kristen. With Trevor connection, and we kind of all were hung out a little bit. Audrey, I tried to be very. I saw that you kind of were very drawn, so I tried to bring you into the group a lot, make you feel comfortable. Joe, we ratchet. So. We were just to cut it up, but I know you. I love you. So Parker, we had history. I'm sorry. Trevor, I knew we were Snapchat. These are our 2 Snapchat friends. Golly, Snapchat streaks. My only 2 Snapchat streaks. So we just connected on that level too, and then we vibe. And
podcast girls.
Yes,
So I was like,
bonded.
oh, we'll get along just fine. And girl power, all that. We were hyping that up.
28 years old.
Yeah, I was trying to find all the ways we were connected. So yeah, we wouldn't be like, oh, we're not people.
Yeah, that was good.
Shout out Jackie, you're right in there with everyone too with your answers. And I always love seeing someone who's never even done an LRG before just get so passionate about it. And give so much to it. Thank you, Audrey.
Yeah. I might have gotten a little bit passionate.
I said, because everyone was concerned that Ame was the biggest threat, that she was most onto Peaches from the get-go, so you had the most like amount of detail in your notes.
But I was also gone for a round.
Yeah, but you were doing fine. So
Yeah, you were.
So I told people that I bought the freeze ray because that's what I would have done if I didn't have the exemption offered, and then I put it on you.
But I did figure
But Audrey knew I was lying.
I figured out you were lying to me. It was funny. I did like this whole 10-minute confessional because it was just warping my brain. I was like, how good is Ame? Like 15-second delay and 10 still went out. So I was like, do I have the wrong mole? I was freaking out during the confessional, and then I left, went to the bathroom, and then you know the old like Occam's razor where the simplest solution is usually the correct answer. So I was like, Jackie's lying to me.
Yeah.
And then I went back out, I got the camera, I was like, we're going back out. I figured it out. She's lying to me. And then I grilled her.
Oh, that's
You're a good liar. You're like eye contact, not touching any part of your body.
You're
like, no.
I was expecting her to like wipe her
I'm
nose.
not a good liar, so that's I was
I
surprised.
believed it.
The
I
reason
did.
it was easy to lie is because it was my backup plan, so I was like fully bought in to that plan as well.
I was like, so this whole time I've been reading like body language books at night on deception.
It paid off.
Dang.
That's also another thing about Peaches. When she told me it was Nick, she was like, it's Nick. And I was like, I got you. And then Jackie was sitting there like this perfectly New York. I was like, girl.
So I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Why you just said about body language? I got to watch y'all's videos.
Really?
Yeah. I studied all y'all before.
Did you? But even when like people after like person after person was going like was getting executed and being like it's Peaches, like everyone else that was a victim before that was like no, it's Trevor. So
I was gonna say it's fun to like this is my first one where you don't like get voted out, so I could like be like whatever the hell I wanted to be, like out of control, drama queen, whatever I wanted.
It was entertaining.
And not have to worry about that, just like my own quiz performance.
You know, jumping off of that, I think my favorite moment of the season was when Trevor literally did nothing for the gallery challenge. He was just sitting there.
I loved that. That was great. Blew up. And I was just
Did you notice
cracking
how I
up
was
about
scrolling,
it.
Yeah, so after like 5 minutes ago, I just learned that a lot of people thought I was the mole. So there's even like footage of me where they're like, do people think you're the mole? And I was like, well, nobody's been talking to me. So to me, like when I figured out it was Peaches, I started talking to you more because I wanted information from you. So I was like, maybe they're just like, I was like, I feel so terrible to say this, but I'm like, are they threatened by me or something? I didn't understand why people didn't talk to me. So I'm like, if y'all thought I was the mole, so I'm just like, why did y'all think I'm the mole? I'm like generally curious. Like I wasn't trying to.
I think it stemmed from the journal thing, but you were also very kept to yourself too.
Okay.
And I don't know, at least if I were the mole, I wouldn't want to like give out any information because I wouldn't know what to say. And the more you say to people, the more they can interpret your words. So I was like, you being kept to yourself, that was at least for me. Yeah.
Did I get you? Did you like?
I split on a lot of people on that quiz.
Okay.
So I still
If
wasn't
you did,
sure.
I'm sorry.
I did
genuinely
split.
wasn't. No, I was even talking. I think with Alex, I'm like, I'm doing such a bad job of making people think I'm the mole.
Yeah,
I was
no, we
like-
had that conversation,
I was like, nobody thinks it's me. This is horrible. I wanted people to think I'm the mole. I'm like, I'm doing such a bad job of it.
And like you were initially someone who I thought might have been because I could tell from the jump that like you were very smart, you were very much a fan of the mole, so I was like, I could see why she would do it. But as soon as we started playing, I was like, it's not Audrey. Like I know that it's not you.
I was just like, and then like when I was put up on like the block to me, I was like, why would you waste the mole on that? Because you wanted to take out people who can actually, like vote. I mean, like take the test.
I put my two mole suspects up because I wanted to see if you guys sweat and if I could knock one of you off, like by like seeing if you guys were panicky or not.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's what it
You
was.
just wanted a sassy moment.
Yeah,
I did want a sassy moment. I wanted a sassy moment, but that is what I was thinking.
And then I remember telling Alex, I was like, I know, like, I don't think, like, Carlo and them would make me or Alex the mole because we're the over analytical people. So they want us in the confessional, like talking circles and being over analytical.
Drawing diagrams
and
on
looking at
whiteboards.
everything. Like that's like our entertainment value. So I was like, well, it's not Alex because we're like the same in that regard. So
I'm a little more, I don't know, like emotionally volatile than you, I think we've noticed, but like
I do get really excited.
I did notice that.
But okay, I'll make a note of that. So.
Oh no, you should definitely suspect me next time, like 100%.
Well, now if I do it again, I'm gonna like.
Write down if you're. I just kept writing down what everyone else was writing down. So. And,
I was gonna say, was anyone asking you who your suspects were? Like, who were you saying? Because you and I never talked about that. So I was curious what you were telling me.
It was so.
I asked you that.
That was very scary. Early
I'm
on.
pretty sure I asked you. And you said Nick.
I said Nick a lot. I said.
But like when that was the thing when people like actually knew who the mole was, Nick was the decoy. It was like, oh, I think it's Nick.
Yeah, because
that was like the obvious
sabotage
decoy,
stuff. It's very easy to put that on him. Everyone kept saying that Alex was very emotional. It's like, well, he just put on act. He's animated. Blah blah blah.
No, that's not an act.
Tim,
That's
I put some on
legit.
Tim too. They're like, Tim, sneaky. What are you doing?
Not making money, that's for sure.
I'm split.
Trevor, I have a question for you. It seemed like you were sort of like the center of a lot of.
I just
like,
said that to
coalitions.
him.
Was there like one true coalition that you had at the name?
Oh. My closest coalition was definitely Jackie. I told her more than I told Kristen.
I knew that too.
Yeah. I did. It's the truth.
I was about to say, like, you just told me that, so I was like, if he changes it.
No, like
He's still playing the role.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of connections, because I just heard the word connection, was there a connection here with these two?
I don't after that. Right over here.
The initial concept for the season, we also wanted a hacker theme of some sort.
It was like after every red screen was shown, some kind of a punishment was going to be unleashed on all of you guys. You got some of those, but there was going to be one punishment where the questions on the quiz, the words were going to be scrambled. That would have been early on. There was going to be another one where you guys would have had to take your quiz in the nightclub while everyone was partying. We scaled it back just a little bit. Those words, if you look at the similar theme, the word is Trojan horse is the fast word. So I guess, Ryan, you can pass the crown over to Audrey there. Happy to.
Fuck. I got $10 from the pot.
Are you?
You can put another name if you aren't certain, but.
Oh my god, I
Come
love
on. You're after me. You're good.
I think Ame's on to me. I think Tim's on to me. I'm kind of just like getting nervous that people are getting closer, so I'm getting a little bit more paranoid. Like the more people get voted out, like the more they're trying to figure out that it's me.
It was rough. It was rough. I was like real good. I was like, when I knew no one knew anything, like I was good. I was chilling. And then the more people started to approach me, I was getting a little more nervous. I was still trying to play it off, but it was hard to see. It's very, I don't know, to see your friends keep going, like the people you're close with, like it's like a backwards step. You still have to like keep it up and stuff, but you don't want to see the people that you've been vibing with go home. So I tried to integrate myself into the other group, the other coalition, so that their asses would start going home instead of my people. But they wasn't having it.
Here you go. It smells.
Thanks.
Have one on the house.
Thanks.